Now, I'm actually up to the part where I've got to start painting things. But before I do that, I thought I'd show you what's happened here in this area. The rudder is now connected and connected to the servo. Servo's in. We're running 2 lipos, and they slide in there like that, and like that. Yeah, that, and then they connect to this harness which feeds over to that switch there, and that switch then sends its 12 volts to this. 12 volts goes from that down there, becomes 6 and goes back to that, and this is your ground. So 6 volts runs off from there to that, 12 volts runs off from there to that. So the 6 volts is running in fact to the Viper and then to that, whereas 12 volts is running from here and then to that motor. There'll be another pump in here, so we have another voltage reducer here. I'll be running that down to about 3 volts for a little water pump that will just shoot some water out the sides to look like a ship. Maybe run the fire things. So all of this has been tested. It's been tested in the water. There was a leak issue. I found it and fixed it. There's now no leak issue. So it floats, it drives, it steers, it operates. It's all running quite well. So now what I'll show, what this is for is because I actually want to be able to get at the whole boat as you can see it now. So in order to do that, I've had to make it so that I can remove these. So what I'll do is I'll put those back on and then run over it again and tell you what's happening. And now we've got a tugboat, looking more like a tugboat. I've got a little plug that sits in there and covers that up, and eventually when all the other things are put in here, that's painted. And this, for quick access, I can lift that out to get that. I can lift this out to get at that. And of course I can lift this whole thing off to get at all of that. And if the worst comes to the worst, I can undo these bolts and lift that skin out. I don't think I'm going to have to bog this. I think it'll be okay. I just don't see that I'm going to be driving this ship anywhere where water's going to belt over the bows. So this is progress to date.